Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. 2009 Subaru Outback transmission drain and fill. Should be a pretty easy job. 17mm drain plug. Loosen it up there. We also do have an external filter. Can replace that. Usually decent instructions on filters. Usually like you spin it on till it touches and then you turn another half to 3/4 of a turn is usually the instructions on those. So we can get it off. Oh yeah. Oh, looks like real small directions on there. Anyhow, we're going to do some draining here. So, we'll take this off. See some fluids coming out. We'll take the drain plug out. We'll get some more fluid coming out. And I collect it in here so I know kind of how much to put back in. So, pull those out. Take the filter off. Let it drain in a bucket. Looks like we're getting close to 3.5 quarts. You see fluid still kind of running out of both. Oh, there we go. Pump that up. Then we'll get our 3.5 quarts. There we go. So I'm going to feel pretty good about putting 3.5 quarts back in. Put the drain plug back in, we'll put the filter on, and get up top. Dipstick out of the hole down here in the darkness. Got a transmission funnel in there, small tube, and we'll just add about 4 quarts because while I was waiting for the filter to show up, oil continued to come out of the transmission oil filter area. So ended up just being over 4 quarts. So I'm going to put 4 in, and we'll run it and get it up to operating temperature to check for a final level. And we'll of course just do that 4 times to get to 4 quarts with our 1 quart bottles. Alright, they want the temperature between 158 and 176, and right now I'm at 156, very close. Once you run through the gears, let's go ahead and run it in park for about 3 or 4 seconds each gear. I might just do that a couple times because I can, and then we'll I think it said after 1 to 2 minutes then check the fluid level. Once it's within the operating range, so we're a couple degrees away, that's pretty close. So at 156 degrees, I'd expect it to be near the bottom of the hot level on the dipstick. Raise the engine up a little bit, RPM. Got 159. So we're good, 161. So we're now within the range. So might run through the gears again. And then we'll go to the dipstick and check the fluid level. And yep, we need to add some more fluid because it's below the cold. Need to add some more fluid because it's below the cold. It's actually right down here still, so I'm going to add some fluid, which I kind of knew we were going to have to add some. Alright, so we added maybe a quarter of a bottle. So you just want to basically add a little bit at a time. Much easier to add it than try and drain some out. So we will just keep adding until we get in between the dots there. Come on, focus. Right there, the upper dots. We want them between the upper dots for hot. So, kind of depends on how much you let drain out if you actually do the filter on the outside. So, just keep adding some, and you want to let this maybe run for a few minutes, because that dipstick tube is then going to be covered in transmission fluid and it's going to make your reading difficult, so it's kind of frustrating to fight that sometimes. You let it sit for a few minutes and then read it. Hopefully you'll get a good reading. Just keep topping it until you get to that nice sweet spot.